Hello everyone, it's Mary. Welcome back to the channel. The long-awaited planner video is here, and I'm so excited to talk to you about how I believe this has truly altered my life. So I'll get into all those details there, and I will talk about all the different aspects of what I'm doing. Let's get into it. All right, so I am really excited about this video. This is something that I've wanted to do for months. I started really getting a little bit more serious about planning about 6 months ago, and I just kind of wanted to get into it and figure out what works for me and what I like and why it was such an important part of my wellness. So the first thing I will say is that I've tried a couple different planners, but the idea that I could take off and what they call Frankenplan, where you mix and match things, is so appealing to me. So I'm a super huge fan of the Happy Planner. I love the disc-bound planning. In fact, it doesn't even have to be necessarily happy planning, but just the fact that you can use the discs and you can remove and things like that. It's very easy. So another thing I will say is that I went to Michael's one day and I saw a bunch of planners that were they were $1, I think it was, because they were completely out of date. You can tell I'm a card maker here. Let me zoom out. They were completely out of date, and so they were getting rid of them. $1, and people were bypassing them. But these alone are like $6, and plus the covers are undated, so those are things that you can keep. So I picked up this one, I picked up these covers here, and then I picked up these covers. Well, it was a whole book, but again, it was outdated, so that's fine. But I got those, and then for the piecing, what I did was I went through, because all of the planners were different in their layouts, and so I went through and I looked at how I might be able to utilize them. They weren't completely out of date. They were, I think, the 2021. So they just had all their new planners come out. But if you'll notice, like on this planner right here, the weekly layout is like this, where it has the squares. And then let's see if this weekly, but look at folders. I mean, you gotta grab those up when you see them. And then right here is a little bit different of a layout. This is more of a teacher layout. So that's cool, but I won't show you all of these because I'm going to show you how I Frankenplanned for myself. I'll show you my sticker books in a second, which I have more than this, but let's get into the actual planner. So right here is the one that I chose. It says, "The magic is in you, babe," and I could not agree more. I also opted for the metal rings. Is there a difference between the metal and the plastic? Besides the material, a little bit. These seem a little bit more sturdy, but you know, is it worth the difference in cost? I don't know. Again, I'm a fairly new planner. But let's get into how I have laid this out. First of all, I have multiple bookmarks in here. And what I've done is I have broken them out by topic. So for example, schedule, wellness, growth, and budget. And then I have notes in the back, extra paper. The first thing though, I was keeping in here just 3 months at a time of each of those. And I had one for home as well, but I noticed that I wasn't using the home one. And so I opted to just keep the ones that I'm going to use, and I went all the way out to the end of the year. So why am I so seemingly overly dramatic about this changing or saving my life rather? And the reason is because during the process of going through severe anxiety, depression, on medication, therapy, all of that, it was about a year into it, and I said, you know, I'm gonna start planning, because I didn't have the mojo or the desire to craft. I didn't want to make cards, I didn't want to do that, but I figured I always had to have a schedule because that's my work requires, right? So what I did was I got out this stuff, and it was fun to pick, and it was fun to get my sticker books and things. So that was a creative aspect. And then I started decorating it, which was so much fun because I got to put my little, you know, stamp on it. And then I also was putting stickers down. And for these stickers, they're all such positive affirmations. So for example, you're more than capable, dream hard, work hard, fun day, yes, crushed it, me time. Like all of these stickers in here are just really just positive, and they were just making me happy without even trying. I didn't even know, but I would get up in the morning and it was giving me something to look forward to again. This one says be bold. I have my little coffee cups here, but it's just being creative. It's just looking at my whole schedule. I have, you know, I'll get into that in a second, but that was the first part of what made this so important to me, was the fact that I was able to be creative. I was able to have fun with it and put a whole bunch of positivity in my every week visual. So that is the first reason why I believe planning has really altered things for me. It's also kept me very organized, obviously. So I'm going to walk you through, let's see, I'll walk you through a day in the life of, it's a little hectic. So buckle up. And my phone's going off like crazy. I'm not popular any other time of the day, but I tried to do a video. And here we are. Okay. So let's look at this. For example, what I do on Sunday night is I go through and I look at the week. This is June, obviously. I'm just going backwards, but I look at the week and I'm able to compare my work calendar to this calendar. And I have this bag also that if I wanted to take it on the go, I can just attach it because it has the holes in it. But I have this bag here, and what I do is I highlight, I look at my calendar at work, and I highlight first all the blue hours. And I do that because I don't want to write it in black and then highlight it and have it smudge, right? So that would be no fun. So I just go through, I do a day at a time, highlight it, then I go back and I highlight the personal aspect of it. And so purple is personal meetings or personal things to do, and blue is work. And so I just go through and I do that for my week. I also make notes up here now of things that I have to remember. I have a hard time actually looking at the monthly thing. I usually put just very generic things in the monthly spread, and that's like when a class starts, or for example, here was the Card Maker Summit. So I just kind of put things that are not something I'd have to reference every day, just a at a glance type stuff. So I'm still in school, so like when my classes would start. So that's pretty much it. I go through that, and it keeps me organized here. Sometimes like I've included pink as my my schooling, and I'm almost done. I have 2 more classes. So excited. So I have that added. If I'm going to be traveling, okay. So this is just regular planning. That's whoop-de-doo. So then we're going to go into wellness. So on the wellness here, this is my bookmark. I have this, and I pulled from this wellness right here. This was this packet here, and I pulled out the months because I wanted to have something to reference. Now, I've been really slacking on filling out my wellness, but for example, what it has is intention for the day, nourish, movement, and take note. So, for example, on this Tuesday here, I said today I will reflect on my trip to Orlando and how I felt about it. I went down there to do a presentation on personal development, and in reflection, it was amazing. I had so much fun. I'll have to, if the video ever comes available, I'll have to share it. So anyway, that's wellness. And down here I love because it says reflection, today was, thankful for, focusing on, looking inward, daily gratitude, and joy of today. So this is, again, just a really great way to connect. And then every tab just has something so beautiful. Okay, if it costs your peace, it's not worth it. Let me say that again. If it costs your peace, it's not worth it. So keep that in mind. And that goes for relationships, for jobs, for obligations. It's not worth it. So that is my wellness portion. My growth portion is where I do a little bit of journaling, a little bit of reflection. This is funny. If you made it through middle school, you can make it through this. Those are facts. So, my growth area is areas that I either want to journal or I want to decorate. So let me show you one that I decorated, like right here. So here I went into one of my sticker books, and I just made my sticker book my voice for that time, for this week.
You know, I just pulled out all the stickers, and these were from one sticker book, so they were all coordinating and they looked just really great. So, yeah, so this is my reflection here. Not that anyone cares about that, but if you want to know, I'll read it to you. I said, this week brought a lot of growth. I had personal revelations about my leadership, not realizing how I overlook cues on the team because I make assumptions. I also had a sleep study and have focused on positive things above all others. So yeah, so my realization was that because I know everybody individually, I assume everyone else has those personal relationships, and they do not. And so I had to work to build the team closer. Now we'll move into budget. So I don't really have anything to show you for budget because I stink at keeping a budget. But I'm going to get better at it. Well, I have to. I'm about to retire from the military, so I got to get my acting gear. Lastly, I have some note paper. So my note paper here is really to help me stay on top of my to-do list. So I'll go back to my schedule and I will show you, I have a little tab here. See this little tab? That brings me directly to the week that I'm on. Now I haven't done my planning for next week. But at the beginning of every week, I have my vision and my mission statement for myself, for my life. And I read that every single day. And that is another thing that has really ultimately changed my life and my outlook and my mindset. So I highly recommend that. Then right here is just, you know, work stuff to do and personal stuff to do. Again, I am prepping to retire, so that's going to have a lot more probably on the personal for a while. But anyway, that's how I do my to-do list. And those are the papers that I use. So that is my planner in a nutshell. And I love it. And she's just adorable. And she's mine. There are many like it, but this one is mine. All right, so in here in my little bag, I have some markers and I have some highlighters and just pencil and things I like. I also have these giant paper clips if I need to have a place marker, a placeholder. I have some tabs, and then I have my whiteout marker. So if there's a meeting that gets canceled, which is always welcome, I'm always happy to pull this out and white it off my calendar. So there's that. Then I will show you those first, before I get into my books, the planner paper. So at each beginning of each month, if you buy an outdated planner and you take the tabs, so these had the tabs on that I cut off, you can actually take these and do something with them. So never mind the back, but look at how pretty these are. Like, these would make beautiful layouts to your scrapbooking or even card making. They're just so beautiful. Quiet the noise and hear the peace. So I took these out and I wanted to keep them, and I will be doing something with them. I'm just not sure what yet. Yay! So I just wanted to show you those real quick. Okay, now I'll talk about sticker books. So if you have a Tuesday morning near you, they used to have tons and tons of sticker books, and now I see none. Like, the moment I got into planning, I see no sticker books. That's Murphy's Law. But I picked this up from scrapbook.com, these two. And they're going to last me quite a while. But I have others, you know, other genres. But this one is my Wellness Warrior one. And this one is just a lot of fun. Pastel colors and whatnot. So right here, I will flip through just, so there's 2 sheets of everything. And so you can just kind of see real quick some of those really cute stickers. This one over here, I mean, they're mixed with pictures and with little things you can write on, positive affirmations, flowers, lots of that. So, you know, just really, really cute. And so, yep, so that's that side. And then this side is a lot of words, a lot of sayings, a lot of your planning stickers, things like that. So I know this is going to last me quite a long time. I love these big, oh, these colors are gorgeous. I love the fonts. Really, really pretty. And so that is a lot of fun. You have your chores and whatnot in there. And then I really am partial to the wellness one because it just really makes me happy. But even the stickers, like Think Happy. And I'm telling you, when you start to change your mindset and you start to really change, you know, your positive thinking, it matters. It just, the law of attraction. You know, if you have positive thoughts, positive things are going to come to you. And so I'm just going to flip through this real quick so you can see it. But I know that's not easy for a lot of people. Like, that's something I want to be very open about. You know, I've been an optimistic person my whole life, but if you told me, like, tomorrow, I want you to think negatively, that would be a struggle for me. I'd have to actually try to do it. And so that's the same thing for people who just have the pessimistic side of things. It's something you have to, it's a muscle you have to work out and you have to practice. So I would encourage you, go on Pinterest, pick up, go to positive affirmations and just try it every morning.
So that is my planning system. I hope this was useful for you if this is something that you want to start getting into. I am a brand new beginner, so I will be sharing lots of videos upcoming, what's working for me, what I like to change, or how I work through stuff. And so I'll be happy to share that with all of you. If you're interested in any of the things that I showed, I will link them below. I would love for you to use my affiliate links. However, if you go to Michael's, they do offer coupons and some of the other craft stores as well. So always, get the most bang for your buck. But thank you again. I will see you in the comments down below and in the next video.